Hey, Transworlds96 here with another video review. This time we have a custom figure that I'm going to be reviewing. It's a Force Awakens 3.75-inch custom Captain Phasma with extra articulation. So yeah, so this is not my custom figure actually. Well, it is mine, I just didn't make it. First time I've ever actually bought a custom figure. I've done a couple of 3.75-inch customs, you know. I did Crossbones, was probably my most recent one from Civil War. But I did buy this custom figure from eBay. So yeah, so one night, you know, before I go to bed, I check eBay and Instagram and everything, and I saw this custom Captain Phasma, and I thought it just looked pretty cool. Captain Phasma is such a character that is really like loved by everybody from Star Wars right now. She's like the most popular character, so because of that, you know, I knew this was gonna sell, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna buy it. I did buy it, and it got here pretty fast. I'm very excited and happy to have it. So overall, I love 3.75-inch figures, and it's a shame that Hasbro has really not been giving 3.75-inch figures any love, and they've been coming out with basically no articulation, just the 5 points of articulation, which is pretty terrible. So it is a shame that the 3.75-inch line is just about dead. They are doing a Black Series 3.75-inch line, which I believe is a Walmart exclusive. The first wave has come out and it's all old figures from the old trilogy or repacked figures. However, the next wave will be new figures. They're doing, and they've shown Finn, Rey, Poe Dameron, Stormtrooper, and Kylo Ren. However, they have not shown Captain Phasma. Most likely, considering it's taking them so long to get any Force Awakens 3.75-inch figures from that Black Series out, most likely they won't be doing Captain Phasma, so it will be nice to have an articulated Captain Phasma to go with the articulated other 3.75-inch figures. So let's go over this. Overall, what I really liked about this too, it's not like he didn't like take just a random figure and you know, paint it like Captain Phasma. This is the 3.75-inch Captain Phasma figure that is released in the packs like this. That are, you know, I have bought a couple of these figures, but I keep them mint because of their crappy articulation. I don't need them out of package, and they look good in package. So this is the figure that came in one of these 3.75-inch packages. So overall, I really love that. It's not like a different figure that's painted to look like Captain Phasma. It is the Captain Phasma figure, just with added articulation. I'm not quite sure how you would add articulation to it. I guess you'd have to cut the limbs off, you know, kind of shave a joint size area out of each point, and then get a joint from somebody, and then just kind of glue it or drill a hole and you know, glue it into that hole, the peg of the joint. I'm not quite sure how you would actually do this. However, he has done it. He's done it really quite masterful, because it looks like an official figure. It's one of my favorite things about this. So articulation wise, ball jointed head, the shoulders are original. All the original articulation is in place. Ball jointed head, swivels at the shoulders and a swivel at the hips. The added articulation that makes this custom is that there are ball hinge elbows. There are swivels at the forearm. There's ball hinge knees and ankles. So overall, the extra articulation is really fantastic. Just to show you, as you can see, obviously there was no elbow articulation before. Now it swivels as well as hinges. This is as far hinge as it gets, so it's a little under a 90-degree hinge, and then of course it can be straightened out. As you can see, looks official. I mean, it doesn't look like that's a custom joint whatsoever. It looks like this is a real Hasbro, you know, made figure. The swivel at the it's really interesting that he did do the swivel just kind of at the forearm instead of at the wrist. I'm not quite sure what the decision or the reason for doing that was, but it works really nicely and it looks good. Then ball hinge knees. As you can see, hinged. I mean, they look totally official. I'm really impressed by this. If somebody showed me this as a Hasbro figure, I would completely believe them. And then you've got the ball hinges at the ankles. So overall, articulation is really nice. I would have liked him to do ball hinges at the shoulders. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, I don't know how he did any of these joints, so I'm not quite sure if that would be even more difficult, but it would have been nice to get some hinge action on the shoulders there. But you can still do the basics with the Captain Phasma figure, and considering what we've seen with her in the trailer, I really just wanted her in a walking pose, holding the gun with both hands, which unfortunately the original figure couldn't do. However, this custom can, which is great. The other feature that he did add to it is giving Captain Phasma, a custom head sculpt of the actress. I'm not quite sure. You know, I did actually ask him which head sculpt this is from, and I can't remember his response. Overall, it looks alright. It looks like it's way too small for the body. I'm not too big of a fan of this head sculpt, but it really doesn't matter because I'm always just going to keep the helmet on anyway, and once the helmet's on, you can't see the head sculpt. So it was a really nice idea, though, to give a head sculpt of the actress, although, you know, we haven't seen Captain Phasma in the movie with the helmet off, so we'll have to see if she will actually appear in the film whatsoever with the helmet off. There we go. So look at a great shot, just both hands holding the gun there, and you can have her walking and whatnot. Overall, really fantastic, and absolutely so happy that I do have an articulated 3.75-inch figure of Captain Phasma now. Comparing her with the other Hasbro figures, we've got the 6-inch one, as well as the Elite Series one that's die-cast. Overall, let's get you a grand view of them. Really awesome to have all of these Captain Phasma. I think that they just look great together. The Captain Phasma character design is really fantastic, so I really I love all the figures. They seem to be great. So it is really great to get this custom figure. Overall, let me show you the name of the person who made it. Their eBay name, at least. I have it up here. I think it's like KR. Let me see here. Yeah, KR2700. So if you want to check him out on eBay, feel free. In the description of this one, he did say if you have any ideas for custom characters, feel free to message him. So if you want one of these, you can totally message him. He might make you a second. He might make another one of this for you. I paid $45 for it. That was buy it now. That's with shipping. Obviously expensive, but it's a custom, so it's, you know, really just up to however much the buyer wants to pay, basically, or is willing to pay. So overall, I was very excited to get this, and I'm very happy to have a articulated 3.75-inch Captain Phasma, and can't wait to get some of those Black Series 3.75-inch Stormtroopers to display behind Captain Phasma. It's going to be great. So there you go. That's my video review of a custom, not done by me, but a custom 3.75-inch Captain Phasma figure from Star Wars The Force Awakens. Alright, thanks so much for watching. Also, really quick here, I forgot to mention it did actually come with a base. This is a Revenge of the Sith base, but it did put on the Captain Phasma a name there on there. So overall, nice. You know, I usually display my figures in the bases that the Clone Wars figures came from, so I'm not going to use this base, but it is nice to get a base with it that says Captain Phasma on it.